I don't know what you want me to say.
Why don't you tell us what's been going on, girl, since your last update video?
My last update video that was like 2 seconds long.
Yeah.
So I went to the doctor and to see if they would approve me for HRT, and good news, I'm all excited.
Yeah,
I don't want to get all emotional. So I wanted to take him for a month first before I let everybody know, because in case I died, because I had a stroke, so there was a high risk of me doing that again. So I was like, after 2 weeks, if I'm not dead, then I should be okay. Okay, I had high blood pressure for sure. I drank like 2 rock stars a day, and I'm not gonna lie, I did feel weird sometimes. Like I felt lightheaded, or I felt like I was gonna pass out. It was like, I'm Mexican. My parents raised me like totally Mexican style, so you don't go to the doctor for shit. So until you have to. Before she knew I wanted to transition, I found her old hormones. They were like, what is that? Under the tongue ones?
What is it called?
Sublingual. And I was like, huh. They were old, so I was like, they probably won't even work. So I took those for like a week, because she had like a week's worth left. And not even kidding, maybe a week and a half later is when I had my stroke, which was a mild stroke, which means if I would have like kept taking those, I probably would have died. It would have been a worse stroke. But I had been feeling that kind of weird thing like way back, even before, like in my early, like late 30s, early 40s. I was feeling that kind of weird shit. Or I'd see spots. I knew like the spots and stuff, like where you can only see like that much. That's from diabetes, has to be, right? And that was happening like every once in a great while. And like I said, I just ignored it. So, had to take almost dying to snap out of it. If this was maybe 3-4 years ago, I'd be crying right now, because I would just be like brand new transitioning, and I would just think about if I would have. Still gets me all emotional, but not as much as it used to, because now I'm more like, back then it was like once in a while dress up, to make a video, to go to the store. But now it's like you have that thing where you want to do it every day. You get dressed, do your makeup. I don't always do my makeup, but I always have my hair. If you guys noticed, I always have my hair done that Andrea does for me, because she's awesome, and my makeup that she does, because she's awesome. She does all that shit.
When she doesn't dress up, or when she doesn't have her hair done, and we're just here, like, she's a fucking bitch. Like, everything is agitating her. She's easily frustrated. She's super bored. When she's LaTanya, when she's herself, she's listening to music. She's posting stuff online. She's, it's just, you could totally tell the difference. So, there are days with, the hormones now, it's a good mental fuck right now. So she just wanted to make sure that everything was going good. And before she started an update, because I hate when girls come on here and they're like, 2 days on hormones, oh, I feel great, oh, my nipples hurt. So, I know it's kind of personal, and I don't even want to talk about it, but...
You can talk anything you want.
So, after you had the stroke, we honestly didn't know what caused the stroke. We were just thinking, this could be it, but there's no one reason. They don't tell you, oh, it's because of this.
No, it was a blockage in my brain. So that's like, what else could it be? It had to be high blood pressure related. And that hormones raise your blood pressure. That's why you gotta take aspirin so you don't get blood clots. And now, after my stroke, I'm on lisinopril, a bunch of other ones I can't pronounce. I take like 7 different medications in the morning and like 6 at night every day.
We'll have to do a medicine haul later, like we could like do it like a fill our pill bottle kind of thing, our pill box. So
and before that I would wake up and take a ibuprofen. That would be my thing. So I wouldn't get a headache, because I would get caffeine headaches because I was drinking so much.
She was addicted to it so much that she didn't even get caffeine high. She just was addicted to it.
Yep. And
I understand too, because I'm really addicted to energy drinks. Yeah. I'm not saying that she got me into it, but she did. What's your preferred name?
I prefer to be called LaTanya.
LaTanya. But is it okay when people slip up and say Chloe?
Yeah, and that's no problem because that's the name I went by for a long time. So I really hate when people change their name and then people don't use their new name and they get all offended. I don't want to get into it because I'll go on a big old rant about these people nowadays.
We'll go on with a different video about it.
I'm too old.
Let's just
I can't read this. I take estradiol, whatever. I take 2 milligrams of that. And I thought they were going to start me on 1, so I was like really excited when they said 2. And then I take spironolactone. That one.
It's 100 milligrams.
It is? Oh, I trust you.
Yeah.
I'll go by whatever the doctor says. Oh yeah, 100 milligrams.
Does having the hormones like validate your transition?
Yeah, because the doctor asked like, what's the purpose of going, on hormones, and what's almost everybody's response?
No, he said, what do you expect?
What do you expect? There you go. And what's almost everybody's response? Oh, I want to grow breasts. I want to get hips. I want not to shave. I want the boys. It's like unrealistic stuff because they're mostly most of the time, and no offense, but they're younger, and they're younger people in their 20s and 30s or whatever. Well, 30s even a little old, but I'm in my 50s, so I was like, I expect my expectation is all in the brain. I expect to think differently. I think I expect the hormones to affect me mentally, like make me think more like a woman, make me think more feminine thoughts, I guess. And they're like, that's not a response we always get. I was like, because in my head I was like, people are unrealistic.
Right. So how long have you been on the spironolactone and the estradiol?
It'll be 1 month and exactly tomorrow.
So how are you feeling so far?
I feel good. I don't get emotional that much, not like any more than I used to. Body wise, my right nipple is itchy most of the time. My left one isn't as much. But as far as physical, that's the only thing that's been affecting me. Yeah, pretty much.
So it's going great.
Yeah, I think so.
But it is the first month, and yeah, you may not feel much different the first month, but like the second and third month is when it starts really.
Right.
When it starts noticing a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Your parents found out that you were trans, and you wanted to keep that a secret.
I didn't want to keep it a secret. That's wrong.
Okay.
I didn't want to keep it a secret. I didn't want it to be a bother to them. I didn't want them to be something that they had to think about. I didn't want that to be something that they had to hear about from other people, or get talked about, or get talked to. I didn't want them to go through that because it's not really anybody else's business if I wanted to tell who I wanted to tell. And I talked to my brother because my brother found out because he saw our TV show promo.
Extreme Love.
Yeah, and he told me, oh, I know, blah blah blah. I was like, okay, good. I was like, I don't know what people expect me to say when they say they know. It's like,
how did your brother take it? Like,
he's like, oh, I still love you. You're still my brother. I'm still going to call you my brother. And that's another thing that pisses me off. When people, brothers, their siblings or their parents still call them by their boy name or dead name, as it's referred to. Or if it's family, I don't care. My son calls me dad still. He calls me daddy.
In public.
In public. I don't care. He says dad. I don't care because that's how he knows me. I'm not going to force him to do something that he, not uncomfortable. He wouldn't be uncomfortable with it. I know that, but it's something that he's used to. Why should I impose my will on other people? And my brother's like, I'm still going to call you what I called you before, my nickname. I was like, okay, I know. And he was like, is that okay? I was like, I don't care. You're my brother. He's still going to call me his brother. Because that's what I am. Like I said, to family, I don't care. But if I introduce myself as a certain thing to someone that I just met, then if they misgender, they call me a man, or that's different, which has never happened. I've never been called out in public ever, to my face. I've seen people like, whisper to their whoever they're walking with, whatever. And like I always say, it doesn't bother me. I don't care. My mom found out because my brother asked me, he's all, if is it okay if I tell mom and dad? I was like, yeah. I was like, it's on you. If you want to tell them, you found out, so you want to tell them, you tell them. And I guess he told them, and my mom called me about a couple weeks ago, before, because her birthday was last week. She called me like a couple weeks ago,
And it was so
before
funny
hers.
that this all happened literally the week you started taking hormones.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
just about.
Or the month,
Yeah,
that I started taking hormones.
It
And
was
so
like,
she
it all
called
fell
me.
into place. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. She called me, and we had a little talk, and I'm not gonna get into it because it's personal. But she was the same way. You're still gonna be my son. I'm still gonna call you this. I'm still. And I was like, that's fine. I don't know why people will get upset when their family. It's your why. Why should they have to change for you? Other people, yeah. Strangers, of course. Or whoever your new partners. If you're dating, that's one thing. But if it's your family, your parents, your brothers, your sisters, that's as far as I go. My aunts and uncles, my cousins, no, that's I'll if that happens, I'll have to talk to them in person. But so far, no one said anything. My dad's not cool with it, but he's not cool with it as in he's not going to talk about it. But he's still cool with me. He's still my dad. I'm still his son and everything. But he's not. He doesn't want to talk about it or discuss stuff. My mom, yeah, my mom was asking me a bunch of questions. She's always. I've been always closer to my mom than my dad anyway.
So we're gonna wrap this up.
Okay, sorry I bored you guys for an hour.
I was gonna say, you guys, LaTanya gets kind of nervous doing video, and I said, you guys want to know her, you guys want to see her and stuff. Leave some nice comments in the comment section that if you want to see more videos or ask her personal questions or whatever, because
I like answering personal questions.
She likes doing that stuff, and
I'm not an actor, so I
want
can't.
her to be more comfortable in front of the camera by herself.
I'm not an actor like her. She can sit here and talk for 6 hours about anything. I'm not a good actor, so I'm like, I don't know what you guys want to talk about, and I think I'm boring.
All right, so what is your recommendation for a horror movie date night tonight?
If you have to watch one tonight, I would recommend Incantation is good. It's not as great as everybody's making out to be. It's on Netflix. I watched it the other night. It was good. There's a little bit of it's a slow burn. There's a little bit of, and it's hard to keep track of what's going on because it's back and forth. It's a flashback, but they don't tell you or they don't set it up right. I don't know. It's weird the way it's set up, but I think you have to watch it like twice to pick up all the shit you don't know what's going on at the time. But right now, the latest ones I've seen, that's probably the best one I've seen, Incantation.
Okay.
And it's dubbed. It's Taiwanese, but it's dubbed in English. So if you guys want me to do reviews about horror movies, or if you want me to do a review of a specific horror movie, like maybe one you haven't seen or one that you saw but you want my opinion, which I don't know why you would want my opinion.
Horror movies on Netflix. Hulu.
Yeah, and my favorite type of horror movies now is found footage. I'll watch any found footage movie, no matter how stupid it is, and I've seen some stupid ones. There's some obscure movies that I've never seen before that people are like, oh, you haven't seen, Wasp Woman? Like, no, I haven't seen Wasp Woman from 1959 that nobody else saw. Stuff like that.
But she does love older movies.
Yeah, I do love 80s and all the way back to the 40s, but I like the more mainstream, I guess, or the more popular ones. There are some obscure ones that I do like, some that people have never heard of. But, there's one that I always recommend that I know a lot of people have never seen. It's called Hidden. It's directed by the Duffer Brothers, who created Stranger Things. And it's a movie from 2010, 2012, something like that. I don't remember exactly the date. But it's a really good movie, Hidden. It's a really good twist in that movie. It's one of my favorite movies to recommend, Hidden, by the Duffer Brothers. So thanks for watching. This was Talk to LaTanya. And we'll see what we think of next for our next topics. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Little kisses, little heart kisses. Oh.
Little paisa said, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, labios de corazón.
So this Mexican guy came up to her and was like flirting, flirt. Basically told her what?
In Spanish?
Yeah.
He said, ooh, los labios de corazoncitos. So he was saying my lip looked like a little heart.
Little black heart.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, go back to your woman.
All right, girl. Well, thank you for talking to us, and we'll see you guys soon, hopefully. Because it's too damn hot to be up here looking
I
like
know.
a girl.
No kidding.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye, babies.